Black and White Network fans, as you guys know, this country is in serious trouble right now. We have a poor leader occupying the Oval Office. Inflation run amok. Gas prices run amok. Everything is super duper expensive. Folks, a lot of people, I believe, are having buyer's remorse that voted for Joe Biden. See, this is what can happen when you vote against a person rather than voting for a person. So Joe Biden allegedly got 81 million votes, but the people that voted for him, did they actually really vote for him because they supported him, or were they really just voting against Trump? See, when you do that, that will have consequences. That's why I believe we are in this situation that we're in right now. In the mainstream media, they have been carrying Joe Biden for the better part of 14, 15 months, ever since he started occupying the Oval Office. Well, guys, the American people have spoken. They are very, very disappointed with Joe Biden. We've done videos on his approval rating. It's in the trash. And if you look at all of these polls out there, pretty much all of them have Joe Biden at a new record low as far as approval. I mean, Joe Biden is even losing support with black people. That's how bad it is. But now CNN, they can't even hide the truth, folks, that this man is a disaster. Check this out. Joe Biden's numbers are collapsing among a group you really wouldn't expect. Now, when I saw this, I thought they were actually talking about black people, but I'd already talked about that. The black support for Joe Biden, according to one poll, was at like 62%, and that was way down from 78% a year ago. But let's read some of this, guys. Young Americans have turned on Joe Biden. That's a shocking finding of a Gallup analyst of his polling over the breadth of Biden's term released this week. In the early days of Biden's occupation of the Oval Office, an average of 6 in 10 adult members of Generation Z, those born between 1997 and 2004, approve of the job Biden was doing. During the period spanning September 2021 to March 2022, that number had plummeted to an average of just 39%. So this man went from 60% support with Gen Z, and now it's down to 39%. That's a 21% drop. And we know that the younger generation, man, those are really going to be the core of the woke people out there. And they're turning their back on him. I'm not saying that these people are Trump supporters at all, by no means, by no stretch of the imagination. But that just shows you, man, Biden is losing it across the board. Along millennials, those born between 1981 and 1996, the collapse is similarly stark. Biden's approval rating among that group stood at 60% in aggregated Gallup numbers in the first half of 2021, compared with 41% more recently. Another almost 20% drop right there. Wow. I told you guys, when you vote against somebody rather than for somebody, that will have consequences. That loss in confidence among young people was, interestingly, not as steep among older age groups. Over the same period, Biden's approval ratings among baby boomers, those born between 1946 and 1964, dipped by only 7 points, but it's still dipping. Among traditionalists, those born before 1946, his approval rating was unchanged. Now, some of the discrepancy is because younger Americans were far more positive about Biden at the start of his occupation of the Oval Office than older Americans. So there was just more room to fall. Well, the thing is, those younger people out there, they don't know the history of Joe Biden. Joe Biden has been a liar his whole entire political career, and they don't know that. Remember, Joe Biden said that he was going to stop the virus. He was going to stop it. And then Joe Biden comes out and says, well, we really don't have a plan. This man is a liar. He's always been a liar. But they didn't know that. It says here at the same time is It's clear in other surveys that there has been a significant lessening of enthusiasm for Biden among younger Americans. A Quinnipiac poll released this week showed that just 21% of those aged 18 to 34 said they approve of the way Joe Biden was handling his job, while 58% disapprove. This man has a 21% approval rate with people aged 18 to 34. That's really bad. By comparison, 36% of Americans age 35 to 49, that's my age group, and 35% of Americans age 50 to 64 approve of Biden's job performance. Among Americans 65 and older and over, 48% said the same. This is coming from CNN. They're not even trying to do damage control for Joe Biden to protect him. This is bad, man. This is bad. I can't think of anybody as unpopular as him. Now, some people may say Trump, but you got to remember, man, the mainstream media, they absolutely hated Trump from jump because he wasn't a woke leftist. They hated him. And I was even watching where CNN actually showed that at this point, Donald Trump actually had a higher job approval rating than Joe Biden. And this is with the mainstream media carrying Joe Biden. Now, it seems like now, man, that the Democrats, man, they probably really want to try to move in the 25th Amendment and get this man out of there. But who do they have? Kamala Harris, man, is even more unpopular than him. If she ends up taking over the Oval Office, guess what? It's not going to get better. She actually may do worse than Joe Biden. That's how bad Kamala Harris is. Then after Kamala Harris, you have Nancy Pelosi. It's not going to get better. We are pretty much stuck with this for the upcoming future, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, even CNN, man, they can't hide the truth, man. They're even saying that Joe Biden is in serious, serious trouble. And millennials have completely turned their back on him. Wow. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.